We are live here in Phoenicia, New York, and welcome everybody. And I see we already have a couple of people here, so that is awesome. Welcome, everybody. We're actually 1 minute early. It's 6:59, so yes, I can be here early too sometimes. So hi, and I see a couple of you were here. Hello and happy spring from the Catskill Mountain. Yes, that is where I am in Phoenicia presently. So happy spring, everybody. And what I'm doing tonight is in celebration of the spring equinox. I'm going to shut my phone off because for a couple of reasons. But one, Wi-Fi here up in Phoenicia is a little bit hit or miss. So I don't want it to be, a miss. I want it to be a hit. So anyways, let me see if I can adjust the scene here a little bit. All right, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it, to tell you the truth. All right. So, firstly, if you're coming in and it's not 7 o'clock on Sunday Eastern time that you're watching this as a video, we'll start the mediumship probably in about 15 to 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just for a few moments welcome people, talk a little bit about mediumship. I'm going to actually give away a free half-hour reading, so I'll do like a little contest for that, and then we'll start with the messages. So in any event, hello Teresa, hello Nicola and Dana, welcome. Hi Susan. So I'm hoping that unlike tarot time this morning, that YouTube notified those that get notification at the right time, because that didn't happen this morning. There was apparently a little bit of a problem. So hopefully that got rectified. But in any event, so who else is in? So hi, I just have a little bit of a hard time seeing Cassandra. I think that is. Hi, welcome. All right. So happy to be here, happy to be alive, happy to be able to share messages and to be able to share this gift with everybody. And anyways, hi Linda, hi Caitlin. So is everybody getting their notifications on time? Because I see there's 21 people, and usually for the mediumship event, there's like at least 40 or 50 people in by now. Tampa, Florida, cool. And Helen from Boston, welcome. And hi, everybody. All right. So what's going on? It's the spring equinox. Well, it was technically yesterday morning, but we're still in that energy. So we've come into the light part of the season. Yeah, we're waking up from our hibernation. And getting ready to face some new challenges, for some new growth, for some new positive energy and everything. And hello, there's a couple of people I don't recognize, which is cool. So if anybody's new, feel free to let us know who you are, where you're from. We tend to get people from around the world, which is really, really good. So anyways, what is going on? Well, we have tonight, we have messages tonight. I'm doing and every Sunday we do our tarot readings. We have tarot time on Sunday mornings at 11. So today is 2 live events here on the Medium channel. So that's pretty cool. And every Thursday we release videos. So the Medium channel started last June 21st. So in 3 months from today, that'll be our first year anniversary. So we're going to have a big party that night also. And we'll do messages that night as well. And really, the goal of this channel is to help to create community, to help people in their awakening process. So the Medium channel is the spirituality behind the message. So we explore different facets of spirituality as it relates to mediumship, spirit communication, psychic development, and all those good things and all those good gifts and everything. So we have somebody in Soul Point, New York. That's pretty close to here. Hi, Anita. Welcome and happy spring to you too as well. So and that's basically our mission and our goal here, is to help expand awareness, to help expand consciousness, because we are in the 2020s. This is the awakening 2020s. A lot of people are waking up now, and when there's an awakening in the society, which we haven't seen that, a mass awakening for probably since Atlantis. So that's a pretty long time. But anyway, whatever the case may be, a lot of challenges develop because it's an evolutionary process that we're in. So we're all kind of, as a collective, waking up and having a lot of growing pains. And because the human ego is structured in a certain way, like our egos are here to help us to survive. So if we're awakening, the ego feels threatened and tries to block it and mess with it. So that's why there's a lot of strife and a lot of struggle. But my advice for everybody here that's coming in now, that's part of this channel and part of this work, just keep practicing presence, just keep meditating, just keep staying in the light, staying in your power. And the more people that do that, the easier it's going to be for everybody to awaken. And at some point, there's going to be a shift, and then we're going to start to see some pretty wholesale changes in the world around us with the politics, the governments, how things are done, and stuff like that as well. So as far as tonight goes, that I'll be doing messages from people that have crossed over. And the way that I work is I'll get information, especially in this platform, in this format. This is not the easiest platform to work in, because you guys, you're about 5 seconds behind me for starters, if not longer. And then you're going to have to write in the chats if you're understanding what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do is get as much specific evidence as I can and describe the spirit that's with me, and then see where that goes. And like I said, it's not the easiest format to work in. Sometimes when I do this sometimes on Facebook also, but in this kind of a public format, sometimes people don't take the messages. So what I'm going to try to do is get as much as I can, and if nobody takes it, move on to the next person. But the reason that a lot of times that somebody doesn't take it, well, one reason is, this wasn't the last time, but 2 times ago, I gave very specific messages. Nobody took it. And then later I got a message on either Facebook or Instagram from somebody that was watching, but they couldn't use the live chat, so they couldn't actually answer and respond to the message, but they understood everything. So that does happen. That can happen basically as well. So I will get things like names or initials or dates or conditions in the body, or appearances, or what people like to do or whatever. Now, if I do get names, I do tend to use names. That's one of the ways that I prefer to work. The names could be who the spirit is, who's coming through, but it could also be who they're with or who's here in the living. So so what was I going to say? So be aware, be mindful of the living. If I get appearances, it may come in the living. So sometimes names are just ways of getting to you and getting your attention. So as John Edward used to say when he had his show Crossing Over, if I get a name, it's who they are, who they're with, or who's here in the living. And that can go with any evidence. I'm just being reminded, maybe his spirit is here, but a very excellent medium that I knew named Reverend John White from Lilydale passed away last week. So we're going to make this in his honor. So, because I've sat in John's circle many times, I've learned a lot from him. He's one of the masters. Well, he still is. He's just crossed over and transitioned into the spirit world. So anybody that knows Lilydale, which is the largest spiritualist community, I think, in the world, but at least in the U.S., is spiritualism being the practice and faith behind mediumship and other spiritual practices. Anybody that's gone there knows who John White is. So he's transitioned into the spirit world as of very recently. So, somebody from Canada, welcome north of the border. Hey. All right. So let us do our little contest. And I'm just going to do, give away one free reading today. And all right, I'll just do this very simple. And you guys can guess as many times as you want. You can fire away. I'm going to keep my eye on the live chat, and the first person that gets the right answer wins the free reading. So the question is, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. What's the number? And I'm projecting that out also. So I'm seeing it very clearly in my mind. This is also giving me an idea of how long the delay is tonight. Okay, so the delay is about 7 seconds. So far, I haven't seen it. No, 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 no 11s. Not today, anyway. That's my life path number. But the one is just not 8, not 15, not 6, not 14, not 2, not 7, not 16, not 13, not 17, not 11, not 20, not 14. I must have picked a hard one. No, not 5. I need my magnifying glass. 3. 3 is the right answer. Nicole? I just had cataract surgery, so I'm very farsighted now. Yes, Nicole was the one that got the right answer first. It was 3. Nicole, our email is info@atombetweentheworlds.com. So let me repeat that. info@atombetweentheworlds.com. And Nicole is the winner. She got the number 3 first. So, and then, no, yeah, it's just a quiet night. So we have a small group tonight, maybe because it's a Sunday. But whatever the case, good for you guys, anyways. And we have 33 in right now, so very good. You're welcome, Nicole. You're welcome, or Nicola. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. Is it Nicola? I'm sorry that I keep squinting. Well, whatever. I'm going to start doing messages. I think that'll keep me out of trouble tonight. So I just like to open up with a little prayer, and I'll do that. So you can't see, but I'm in prayer position now. So, dear Mother, Father, God, we thank you for your presence this evening, and welcome you. And thank you for all the love and all the joy that you bring to us. And we ask that you're able to work with us in spirit this evening to be able to make some really strong connections with those on the other side and in the spirit world, to be able to do our work and validate the continuity of life in perfect love and perfect beauty and safety. And thank you for all of our blessings always. Amen. Namaste and aloha and shalom. All right. So, anyways, I see people are still guessing numbers, but we already got our winner. Okay. So where are we going? Okay, just give me a second to let me shift and let the spirits come in. Okay, so first thing is I'm with the female energy. I want to say I'm with a woman. As she shows herself to me, she's probably in her older years, but not too old. And I'm saying this, I'm getting around 80, so maybe she was in her older years. I do know that either she or somebody in the family was a teacher, because I do know I'm seeing being in front of a blackboard, I want to say. And as I do this, I'm going to get several bits of evidence in, so I could probably narrow this down to 1 or 2 people. I am feeling the right side of my chest. I do feel like where I'm going, and the name Laura just popped into my mind, really strong. Laura or Lori. I know that there's an L name connected to this. I know in this energy that there's somebody who passed a breathing related illness, probably lung cancer or breast cancer on the right side of the chest, I want to say. I do know this is a strong person. I do feel like I had either 3 daughters or 3 children, maybe 3 daughters and 3 children total. And I definitely know that she's here and that she's around, I want to say as well. I do feel like I'm seeing a lot of cleaning, a lot of dusting. So I do feel like I'm with somebody that did a lot of that kind of stuff, I want to say as well. And I also know the number 24 is connected. That might be like I'm not sure what month. It may be May, because the number 5 pops up in my mind. But I do know that there's some connection to the 24th also as well. So in any event, I don't know if the delay is that long, or if we have technical problems. or either that or nobody's understanding what I'm saying yet. Um, but I definitely feel like this is, here, and this is a strong person. This may be a mother figure, either that, to me, a mother figure's mom, or a close female relative or friend that raised you, basically. I want to say, and I generally don't hear in-law and step. So the L name Laura, Lauren, Lori, that could be in the living. It's not necessarily her name. And the reference to teaching could be in the living also. I do know this person is very strong. I do know she's over. I do know the month of May is important. So I think that that's the 5 connection. And I think there's a connection to the 24th or the 23rd. So the sun, I don't know if I lost the live chat or what's going on here. But in any event, so somebody just type something. We may have lost the chat or something weird may be going on. Okay, good. You're here. We hear you. Okay, very good. All right, good. So in any event, see, we are here. Okay. I guess nobody's understanding my first contact. Okay. As I see the person, she would have been probably more full figured. This wasn't a skinny lady, I want to say as well. I mean, I feel attractive. I mean, I'm kind of seeing more with her, a little bit older, with kind of darkish gray hair, I want to say as well. She's a tough woman too. Yeah, and I feel like, I feel like this may connect also with being a mother figure, like your mom or a mother-in-law, I want to say. Let me see. So Laurie, so that's close to Laura. My grandmother was in her 80s when she died. My birthday is in May. Okay. I was a teacher, 3 daughters. Very clean, very strong, dark hair, tough. All right. So I could be with either of you, but and Laura from City, hi from City Island, Laura. So I may be with Christine. So I don't know if you can take an L name also, but the 2 people, Lori and Christine, that this might be for, keep listening, because I feel like she's with a male figure also who was not heavy. He was on the thinner side, I want to say. That might be her husband, maybe medium to average. I do know the male that steps in likes to wear white shirts, so he's not like the dress up type, I want to say, because I feel like I'm more in like a casual clothes, I want to say as well. And I feel like, they're hanging out together. Now they show themselves separate, so one of them may pass long before the other one, but I feel like they rejoin on the other side, I want to say as well. And I'm doing something. I don't know if it's playing tennis, but I'm doing something like hitting a ball, I want to say, or hitting a ball back and forth, I want to say as well. Their spiritual journey. All right. Mom was a teacher, 3 daughters, very clean. It sounds like it may be with you, Christine. I don't know if you get the Laura name or not. But introducing my good friend Laura tonight. Well, thank you for introducing Laura also as well, who's also from City Island too. Maybe it was my birthday. Absolutely, with Dad. White shirt makes sense. Okay. So I think we found who I'm with then. But Laura, you can listen also. So I'm wondering if Christina also has a Lori connection. It doesn't have to be mom's name. And then there's also a reference to the number 24. So I think these things all fit in. So as I'm asking for messages, I get this image of like carpeting and laying carpet for some reason. I don't know if that's to say that Dad did that, or if you're actually doing something in your house or moving or something like that, but I get that image of doing that as well. I feel like she's saying that you hear very well. In other words, you are probably at least somewhat aware of the spirit energy, or aware of her, especially mom, I want to say. But I feel like that they're together, and I feel like she wants to say that I love you. She's showing me flowers as a way of saying that. She's showing me flowers that have some orange in it also, so that might be a favorite color. or something that's meaningful for you. I also feel like she's talking about June being very important towards the very end of the month, and she's showing me travel around that. So you may have a trip coming up, and also the name Helen or Ellen comes up as well. So I think this is all connected in this as well. No Laura at the moment or 24. Okay. I still feel like I'm with you, and I could be a little bit off on a name, so I could be with a name like Lori or Lauren or an L name. But I still feel like, since everything else is linking with you, that this is your energy also as well. And I feel like Dad is very nice, kind of funny and punchy, I want to say also, as he comes in. And I don't know if he had a propensity to call you Brad or to call you a Brad or one of your sisters, but I do know that he's got a good nature, not always understood by everybody, but I do know that he wants to let you know that he's around also, and giving you a big hug and saying hi as well. And I feel like he's saying you're going to make it, you're going to get through it, or you're going to get through this. And I don't know if somebody around you's been involved in a separation, or even like a little bit of a legal dispute or something like that. But I don't think that goes to you necessarily. That may go to like somebody else in the family. But I feel like to say we're going to get through this. And I do feel like Father's a pretty talkative person that likes to share stories, or share, things or stories about himself, I want to say. So I'm going to leave that with you with a lot of love. I may get pulled back. Gosh, you know what? I think the other names and the date goes somewhere else. I really feel May 24th. I really feel like this date means something to somebody. Now, I've been known to be one day off, so May 23rd, 24th, or 25th, around a name like Laura, or an L name like that, means something, I want to say as well. And Christine's saying it all makes sense, other than those two bits, other than no Laura, no 24. Okay. Amy L. Okay. Hello to our angels tonight. Yes, hi to our angels also. Welcome, angels. Welcome, humans. Okay. Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for taking that. All right, so I'm going to shift gears. Okay, so who's stepping in? So there's a younger female that just stepped in, I want to say as well. She would have had darker hair, I want to say. She would have been grown up, so I don't think she was a child. And I feel like she was, average to, maybe on the taller side, I want to say, with dark hair, maybe brownish hair, I want to say as well. Very nice energy, very sweet. I feel like I'm not sure. I wanted to say maybe later 20s. I'm not sure what age I want to say as well. I do feel like wherever this is going, there'd be somebody that may have been connected to like either a radio station, or or something with broadcasting, I want to say, because I just got that image in my mind as well, or maybe TV or something like that as well. I do get the feeling this person passing suddenly, I want to say also, quickly and suddenly as well. Their law was May 24th. So Carla, that some of this stuff may be coming in for you also as well. And I've been trying to chat all night with you. Yeah, Margaret, your chat came through. Okay. Did it or question to win? Okay. All right. So let me. I do believe that there's also a reference to a teacher. I know that kind of carried over from my last contact as well. He did. I did that already as well. Let me drink some water. I feel like this passing may have been related to drugs also, I want to say, or something that, I don't think it was suicide, but this may have been related to drugs as well. Again, I feel like this is connected to a female who's younger as well. So I guess nobody's getting that, or not yet anyways. Yeah, I feel like I'm with a bright, quietish young lady. I want to say, I feel like I want to reach out to a sister figure in the living. I want to say as well. So I do get the sense that that this might be, if not your sister, like a good friend, because sometimes that's like a sister figure also as well. I do get the feeling that you passed. Um, I'm not really getting, it's funny. I haven't really gotten a name reference with that yet. And names could be in the living or who they're with. Um, so let me just see if I can just clear my mind and just see if I can work with this energy. I do feel like this person was spiritual or was pretty open to things like that. I want to say as well. Um, there may be, a connection more into the 1990s. So this may be somebody that passed a while ago. I want to say I want to go into the late 1990s for some reason as well. Whoever this is for, I feel like to say that you made a lot of growth lately, or there's been a lot of positive growth or positive steps in your life recently. I want to say also, so I do feel like there's like a hard K name connected to this, like a hard C name or a K name. I'm not sure what name this is though, but I feel like there's that kind of a name as well. Um, so if nobody's getting this right off, I'm going to move on to the next one because I want to make sure we get some clear messages and evidence in today. Um, so nobody. My sister Mary passed at 22. And my sister Lily stroke suffered. So maybe with one of your sisters, and I don't know if either of them, if there was anything like medications involved that or in the body or anything like that as well. But I do know it was very sudden, and I do feel like I've got a good sense of humor. I want to say as well, and I feel like he's talking about you having been around the block a few times. Like in other words, that you've done a lot of spiritual work yourself, and it's almost like the feeling like you've come back into it or recently come back into it. And I feel like she's acknowledging this. Now, this would not be Lily, but this might be your other sister, I have to say as well. So if you can take most of that, I think she's trying to reach out and say hi to you too. I want to say this. Yeah, HP. Okay. So lots of love. Mary, yes, past the 22. Oh, in 1972. Wow. So not the 1990s. That was my error, but there may be some reason that I'm getting something I want to say in the late or 1990s. I want to say around 1998 for some reason. Um, but in any event, that may mean something completely different. But okay, BP meds. Okay, but lots of love from your sisters, because I'm sure the other one is here also as well. Though I have a sneaking suspicion she passed a little bit more recently, or was a little bit older. I want to say, as well. All right. So the next thing is I keep flashing on the firemen. So I think where I'm going next, there's one or more firemen in the family. And as I step into this energy, I do get the sense of somebody that passed very quickly from the heart. So I think that there's a heart attack. I do know the name Robert is connected, but I think Rob, Bob, or Rod, one of those names is connected, or that may be the person that's coming through. I also feel like that there's a father figure on the other side. I don't feel like this man passed very young. I feel like he has short hair that's a little bit lighter. I do feel like that there's a military connection also. And there may be a reference to a name like Colleen, Clara, but a could name comes into that energy also as well. Um, and For some reason, I just get the image of a baby also. So I might be also connecting with somebody that had lost a baby, or and then the person on the other side has that baby. I think there's a Frank name, an F name connected, and a Tom, like Tom, Tony, like a T name connected with that also as well. All the same energy. I think there's a big family here, I want to say. But I feel like I think there's probably two people that either work in a fire department or volunteer fire department. Feel like that there's more than one as well. Oh, you're welcome, Pauline. So nobody's taking this yet. And then I keep getting, there may have even been somebody in police. I know that there's uniform connection. I know somebody's here, not old, may not have even been 50, but died of a heart attack, died quickly, something with the heart, I want to say as well. All connect with that energy, all relevant to where I'm going with this as well. So, oh, Lily's alive. Okay, no wonder I'm not picking up on Lily. Okay, so Christine, I'm a firefighter. Okay, very good. Does any of this make sense? Do you understand a gentleman not that old that passed something heart related? And Dad passed 50 heart attacks. So, and Christine has that heart K name also. So if I'm with you, Lauren, Christine, not so much though. Okay. So if I'm with Lauren, there would have to be some relevance to fighting fires or not Robert firefighters. So it may not be me. Okay. Yeah, all this should fit in, with one person. All this should connect with one person, basically. So no, nobody has that. Yeah, also be mindful of the living. With the names, it's not always who they are. Could be in the living. I'm gonna let that go because nobody's really taking that. But if anybody figures it out, definitely let me know. All right. So at least somebody's baby's here also as well. Really somebody's baby and somebody's grandmother is here. And or a grandmother figure, I want to say as well. I do feel like there's a D name connect. I want to say Dorothy or Doris or Dolly, but there's a name like that's being referenced, I want to say, in this energy. There's also a dog that looks a little bit like maybe a beagle or has some white and other colors on the small side. And I do feel like the name Mary or an MAR name is also connected into this energy. So somebody else just came in. My brother is a firefighter. My mom was Tony, and she passed. So this may be with nomadic healer also as well. Tom was sudden and young. So people are starting to pick up little bits and pieces of what I was talking about earlier, as well. Bob was military, World War II. My brother's a firefighter. All right. So I said, again, if I'm with the nomadic healer, there'd be a father figure that passed also. And unless your brother passed, I think he's still in the living, and you're law enforcement, Tony. I may be with you, nomadic healer, but Laura, also listen. So I'm gonna just see if I can get a message. This may go somewhere else, and I'm sorry if I'm a little bouncing around a little bit. I apologize for that. But I feel like somebody may have hung themselves that's with me, or had something that would relate to some kind of an impact or separation in the throat area, I want to say. And I think that may come into one of these energies. And if anybody understands that, you definitely let me know as well. And then Mary died in the 1990s, and the stillborn baby. Okay. So that's my second context. I have two contexts going at once. Is Ted. He was military. Okay, stepdad. I don't hear step or in-law. That's still father to me. So I'm gonna work backwards now. I'm gonna start with the first contact, because I think you're the one that has everything. So let me see if I can go back to that person. I don't know if you also have a Frank or an F name, but that popped into my mind as well. Um, and I feel like, and there's also a very strong female. She gives me like a motherly impression, but I feel like she's a grandma, not a mother or a great aunt, I want to say. But it's also to talk about being with you when you do your walks. The number one comes in really strong. I think the month of January is important. I feel like the number 26 is important. So there may be a reference to January 26th that's connected. I said this earlier, I think, but the name Mary comes up also. So that may be connected with your energy as well. And my mother's Mary. We had a beagle. My father was called Don, and my grandmother was a grandmother just of heart failure. All right, so all you guys listen up. They made um, I do know a hanging victim as well. All right, so the hanging victim says hi, Colleen. I'm waiting on the nomadic healer, see if she gets any of the rest of that. But I feel like this grandmother figure's with you when you're walking. I want to say I get this image of walking by myself, and also the name Rose or Ruth, but I think the name Rose comes up also as well. And as soon as I talk about walking, all of a sudden I feel like I'm walking by the beach also. So I do know that there's a connection to the beach or water with this as well. I do feel like for you, the nomadic healer, to try to make this clean and clear, are either contemplating a job change or a change of direction work wise, and there may be new glasses, or either that or you lose your glasses a lot, because they're showing me like eyeglasses in a case, I want to say as well. And I think this all goes to you. So if you get this and you understand, let us know. But I definitely feel like your father or stepdad is with you, and I feel like there's a grandmother with you, and I also feel like that you have a very strong intuition or very strong sense of the other side as well. And this may be somebody else too. And Dana seems like she's getting more of this than the nomadic healer is, but um, and Colleen was walking at the beach today with the dog and started a new job with sunglasses. All right, so obviously your people are here also. Colleen, the person that hung themselves, so lots of love from them as well. I think I need some water. And I don't know if there's a Dodgers fan. I guess it's Brooklyn Dodgers, but the ball player Don Drysdale popped up in my mind, who I haven't thought about probably since I was a kid. And that could be a reference to Don, and a reference to that. Yes, I'm looking to move to the South. Graham was a strong woman. Yes. Thank you. So she's here as well. And I feel like she's saying, have the faith. Well, thank you, Janice. Yeah, thank you for the people that are here tonight. And there's been a little bit of weird energy around YouTube today, so I know some people that wanted to be here aren't. Yeah, that was the same this morning as well. But in any event, lots of love from your people and lots of love from your people, Colleen. And let me try to move on and go into some new energy as well. Or is there any other messages for any of those three? Okay, now we got that. Very good. So wherever I'm going next, the name, I think it's Kara, but it could be Kari or maybe even Karen, but I feel like there's a name like Kari that's connected into this energy. And I'm not sure why, but the image of a bat popped up in my mind. I'll see if I can understand that a little bit later on. More like a bat that flies rather than a baseball bat, but this could be going back into that connection I was starting earlier about the Dodgers and the ball player Don Drysdale. I think he was a pitcher in the Sandy Koufax era. I might be mistaken. So that could be Los Angeles Dodgers, not necessarily Brooklyn Dodgers. But in any event, but let me see if I can move on. So let me see who's trying to come through. I feel like there's a gentleman, not that old, that had a fair amount of weight on him when he passed, I want to say as well. I do get a name like David, or sometimes I get Dan's and David's confused, but I do get a name like David connected to this energy in some way, or a similar DA name. I do feel like the person coming through had a lot of issues in his body. Um, I'm not sure the relationship yet, although as I'm saying that, I want to say an uncle figure. I feel like there's a white or lightish dog, lightish tan white dog with him as well. And I feel like he had a lot of breathing issues near the end, I want to say. But I feel like there's a lot kind of going on in his body. I think there would have been some drinking involved with this person also as well. I feel like there's also a name like Will or Bill that's also connected into this energy. And I feel like I think they're both crossed over, but one of these names could be in the living also as well. So far, we have a really long delay tonight. And Dana, that's close to David. I might be with you still. Grandpa loved the Brooklyn Dodgers. Brother liked Don Drysdale. Perfect. So that's with you then. So I feel like that they're saying hi to you also as well. And Uncle Don passed from COVID just before Thanksgiving. So Don may be coming in to say hi as well. He had a lot of health issues before the COVID. That's why I feel such heaviness in my chest, probably. So I feel like he's really strong, and I feel like your grandpa, and I feel like your brother, especially Dana, is coming in to say hi as well. And I don't know if he could be a little bit of a jerk, but the word jerk popped up in my mind, not necessarily in a negative way, but kind of in a funny way. But I feel like he likes to come through and likes to tease you or mess with you a little bit. So I feel like he's trying to say hi and trying to give you a lot of love and a lot of encouragement as well. Now, I don't know if you can take this, Dana. Your brother's in the living. Okay, so hi to your brother then. I must have misread what you wrote. But hi to your brother then that like Don Drysdale, or likes, I don't know. But anyways, um, clearing my mind as well. So I feel like they're talking about a new beginning, a new start. Now, for Dana, I believe for Dana, I don't know if you can recognize somebody that did a fair amount of sewing, I want to say, but for some reason I got this image of sticking like a sewing needle in my finger. I don't know what that is or where that came from, but I do feel like that there's an older female, but I don't feel like she's that old. Like, in other words, this may be one rather than two generations over you, I want to say as well. So I feel like she's trying to say hi and bring her energy in with you as well. I feel like they're talking about you making a significant growth in the last year or two in your life, I want to say as well. And that if you're starting to hear things, it's just that you're opening up your clairaudience more. It's not that you're going crazy or anything like that as well. And is living in, yes, okay. Was a baker in the army. Okay, very good. Mom used to sew, grandma quit it. Oh, okay. So I think this is your mom's way of saying hi, also, and then you understand. So that's good. Um, so I'm switching. The name Jean just popped up really loud and clear, and I think that this is connected to the person on the other side. There's that name. And this may be a theme, but I feel like that there's a teacher connection, and I just got this image in my mind from the movie Back to the Future, I want to say. It was like the scene with that hover skateboard that they use. I haven't thought about that one for many, many years also. So I think that where I'm going, that there is a reference to somebody that really liked those movies. Um, and gosh, I don't even remember exactly what I said before that. Dana St. Father's sister as well. Hear things all the time. Oh, okay. Thank you for validating that. Yes. Um, oh, yes. The name Gene. It popped up in my mind. The name Gene. So that's really, really strong. So if that's with you, Dana, she's saying hi as well. Jean, thank you. Yeah, so she's very strong. She's saying hi too, and I feel like she would have been a close relative to you. I don't know if this is an aunt figure, but I feel like she. Well, you did say your father's sister. That is an aunt. Hello. So I feel like she's here and saying hi also, and wants to let you know that she's around, and she's pretty strong. You know, she's very strong, and I feel like she's with the military person also. To me, military person is somebody that not only served, but served either for a long time or talked a lot about their service, I want to say as well. So in any event, she's saying hi and she's with you too. Okay, let us move on. Right. Yeah, somebody just popped in. This would be a gentleman, not tall. This would be a gentleman on the shorter side, I want to say. Who's also showing me the chest area, so I feel like there's somebody that passive breathing related illness. I feel like he or somebody in the family would have been known to be like a baker or cooked or maybe hung out at the bakery, but I heard the word bake in my mind as he came in. Now, I do then there's a name like Marjorie, Marge that's connected to that. Now, I'm noticing that my voice got a little softer. I feel like it was somebody who was soft spoken, I want to say. And I think there's another like uniform connection. You know, a lot of the military people are showing up today as well. That may not necessarily be him. Um, I do get a lot of praying, and I feel like there may have been either like in the clergy or knew like the priest or knew, you know, or very close to them. But I just heard that in my mind, I want to say as well. And I feel like there's a reference to the name Thomas, so that separates it. You know, it sounds like name like Tony. This would be the name Tom. Connected. It may not be the person name, but connected. I want to say as well. I feel like this is somebody that liked to make a difference in the things that he did. I do feel like he either had a business or ran a business. I don't think it was a big business, but and it might have been a store or that kind of a business, I want to say as well. But I feel like I always wanted to do the right thing. The kind of person, if you needed a favor, you would ask him, he'd be there for you. So he's that kind of a person. A lot of people knew him. This may be connected into the city, and then one the city, I think New York. And I feel like it's like a neighborhood, and there may have been like a neighborhood store that people hung out in, or he owned a shop or something like that. But something very connected to religion also as well. Um, Now I'm seeing if anybody understand. Our Uncle Charlie and his father Tom, my daughter Bakes. She lives in his apartment now. Could be. But um, I feel like I'm with Carla because earlier on, and I didn't really, I should have verbalized this when I came in, but the name Alex did pop up in my mind early on. My father died of a heart attack, very gentleman, short. Thanks for everybody. No store though, yeah. They had a neighborhood candy store. Candy store feels right. So Colleen and Carla, both of you, I may be starting to get that. And Marjorie and Kathleen, yeah. So I think Carla and Colleen, and you both have similar names. Listen up, because I may be getting both of your relatives at the same time. Now, I don't know if either of you have a name like Shirley or an SH name, sh but that pops up in my mind as well. And, what else? And I think there's an A I wanna say other than Alex, I think there's another A name like Anthony maybe or Ann, but I feel like there's another A name. So and the gentleman again that started this contact, he was a shorter gentleman. So that would be part of it as well. And he would have had a dog too, or has your dog, but I just got the image of walking a dog. And they show me the image of scales, so there may be a lawyer connected in the family or a legal issue connected in the family that should separate you guys out. um, he was living as dad 5'8". That's a very good gentleman. His store cousin Charlene. All right. And his mother. He was not tall. Yeah, again, a message for one's a message for all. In this type of a format, other spirits may pop in, but I do believe that this is with Carla. And Nancy's saying my son is a lawyer, so that could be connected to you. There may be some connection with you as well, uh, but for Carla, I don't know if you connect to lawyer or legalities or if there's legal signage. I do know they showed me scales. I do know the scales are a little bit out of balance. There may be a little legal situation that's a little bit out of balance around you, around the family. I think this involves money, I want to say as well. And this may be completely unrelated, but I don't know if you're aware of any connection, and maybe in the past, of somebody that got hit by a car. I don't think that they died or got seriously injured, but I feel like I'm on a bicycle. And then this might have been in the city. So I feel like they're relating to somebody that got hit by traffic or almost hit by riding a bike, I want to say as well. And if you understand that the spirits were there to help make sure that person would be okay, I want to say as well. That may be somebody's son, that may be somebody's nephew, or niece. I'm not sure the gender, but I feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge that as well. And I really feel like this somehow connects into Carla's energy. But if either Colleen or anybody else that could take part of this understands that, just know that your loved ones are there and helping out, I want to say. But so far, Carla's been the one that could take almost everything. And I definitely feel like I'm with you. His wife has not been settled. His son was hit while driving a motorcycle. It's darn close to a bicycle. That's definitely you, Carla. They're definitely letting you know that they were watching out and making sure. I mean, hopefully he was okay. At least trying to make sure that he was okay as well. His son, yes, okay. It's just your wife's estate is not his wife's estate has not been settled. Yes, that's why they show me the legal and they show me the scales not balanced. Chances are it's their way of saying somebody's trying to get a little bit of a bigger slice of the pie than what they're supposed to get, basically, as well. And I feel like they're saying for the other side of that, it's okay if they don't win that part of the settlement because they'll have peace of mind and that they'll have what's really important, which is a strong connection to their loved ones and family rather than separation from who matters. I feel like they're just kind of saying, stick up for yourself and sign the documents and get everything in order or in line. But from what they're showing me, they may not win all of what that they should win, I'm supposed to say as well. Now, I do feel like I was going to say the number 25. I think this has to do with Christmas, and I don't know if you and Carla's family, if there's a Christmas birthday or passing, or within a day or two of Christmas, or if the 25th of a different month means a meaning. But I feel like I'm supposed to use that as evidence to support the intangible that's coming through as well. Um, he did not ride a motorcycle again. Well, but the fact is he survived basically, and it probably could have been and maybe should have been a lot worse. That's why they showed me that to say that they were watching out and watching out for that as well. Um, all right. So, anyways, moving right along. So I agree. Thank you. His birthday was May 21st. May 24th. That's not 25th, but okay. Um, I think what they're trying to show me is something around Christmas being very important, a birthday, passing, a really important event that would overlap Christmas, honestly. Um, so anyhow, stepping out of that energy, stepping into some new energy, and I feel like the name Jacob is coming in. Oh yeah, and I got a strong feeling. I don't know if that's the spirit that's coming through. I do know I'm being shown a gentleman that was fairly large or broad. Yeah, I want to say probably about 6 foot to 6'2". Um, Dark hair that he kept it short and bald on the top, I want to say. So just kind of seeing the hair on the side. But I feel like this gentleman went bald before his hair went gray because he's showing the dark hair, I want to say as well. This may be going along with the theme of the scales, because I feel like either he was a lawyer or there's some lawyers or some connection to law in the family, I want to say as well. I want to put this as a father energy. I also want to put a T name connected into this. I want to say a name like Tim, but I have a feeling I might be getting the name a little bit off, but there's definitely going to be a T name connected with that as well. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes when I've been to one person, their loved ones try to pull me back. So that might be Uncle Charlie's, or that might be for you calling that last part of it. That especially that he died with you as well. So that's pretty special. So I'm going to see if anybody's taking this next contact. Again, I feel like I'm with somebody. I don't think he's the healthiest guy because I think he's showing a little bit of weight on him also as well. And as he steps in closer, I'm probably exaggerating the height a little bit, but I do think the features still remain. I feel like darker hair, bald on the top. I feel like I have a rounder face, a little bit of extra weight, I want to say as well. And I think this may have been somebody that had something like congestive heart failure or something with the chest or lungs, I want to say as well. And I think there's like some like J names connected. Oh, what did I say? Jacob. Yeah, so I think there's a Jake, Jack, a name like that that's connected. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if that's his name. I do get, and I know I'm being repetitive, but I do know I get the reference to lawyer, legal profession connected in the family. I definitely feel like to say that I'm fine, that I'm with you. I also get the feeling that I have a lot of family around me, and I'm seeing like a priest. So I do think there's religious people in this family, I want to say as well. Um, and that's what I have. That's a fair amount of evidence to separate if anybody's going to understand this as well. Um, so far, nothing. Anything else that you can show me? Yeah, I'm still feeling my chest. Okay, I get that. Still feeling a J name, a JA name connected with that. I know he's here. I know this person is here. It's interesting. Could you just pop my relationship symbol in my mind? This could be an in-law, just to let you know. This could be like a father-in-law, or connected to a significant other, or possibly could even be a significant other. But in any event, I'm going to give this another moment or two, then I'm going to go to my next person as well. Jack, my ex's died heart attack, not Jacob, Jack. Okay, so Jack says hi also as well. I don't know if I'm describing him, but I should be if I'm with the right person. Um, all right, so let's see where else we can go. All right, so then I do know there's a female energy that steps, so she's older also. I do know there's a name like Lucy or Lewis. There's a Lou kind of a name connect with her. I feel like this is a new family, a new contact. So I don't think there's going to be the people that I've been to already as well. I do know there's a reference to a dog, a couple of dogs. I think one of them's fairly big. and I can feel and smell the dog, so I know that he's here. I don't know if anybody lost a dog recently, but he's a pretty good size. I want to put the color more like brown, not brown, more like beigeish. Maybe a yellow lab or golden retriever, but a similar color to that, I want to say as well. Um, but this dog is definitely here. He's kind of like in my mind sniffing me. I'm wondering if this dog passed recently. I do know the name Mary came in really strong. I know that's connected to this energy also as well. So who understands the last one or this one as well? Christine is saying yes. So I don't know what that means. 43 years ago. Chestershire. All right. Father Jack. All right. So your dad also says hello as well. And Christine's saying yes. So, all right. Let's see. Nobody gets that. Okay. I know that it's here. This dog is really here, I want to say as well. And those other references are connected to this dog too. And the way the dog comes in, I wouldn't be surprised if this dog passed recently, I want to say as well. So here we go. And this is somebody new, and Diane is somebody new. So my dad, Lewis Cross, and my pup was a yellow lab that passed. Also, we grew up with the dog. So yeah, there were two different dogs, but I'm gathering your yellow lab passed a little bit more recently than the other dog as well. So I don't know if your dad had a sense of humor, but when he steps in stronger, I want to laugh, I want to say. And I also want to talk about movies for whatever reason. So he may have known a lot about the movies or or some reference to that, I want to say as well. And shall I say I'm late? Yeah, I have a feeling people didn't get their notifications. Because a lot of people are late today, and a lot of people that are usually here didn't come in. Hello to everybody who's late, and welcome as well. So Diane's saying yes, very much so. So you understand that. So I'm with you. So I feel like the expression "go for it" comes up in my mind as well. I feel like this person, I don't know if this is dad or I just want to peek back in my comments here. Better than never, better late than never, right? Yeah. Um, to the drive-ins, thank you. Yeah, that's why he keeps showing me the movies. Yeah. So and that's your dad, right? So I feel like he's here and the dog is here as well. Great sense of humor, witty, I want to say also as well. So let me see. I don't know if he was like good at fixing things. Because I feel like I'm turning something with a wrench. I was tempted to say plumbing, but something like that. And when I get these images, I could take that a second way that maybe you've had these types of issues in your house. And I don't know if a name like Mike or Michelle comes in, but there's like a name like Mickey, an M name that like that comes up in my mind as well. So I could be with him or say hello. But I think this is coming into you and into your energy as well. And yeah, that could be say hello to or with you. But I definitely feel like again, I get that image of like fixing things, and if that's not your dad, he's with somebody that definitely did that. Again, it could be somebody that was just really, really handy, but I think this was somebody's job, I want to say. It could even be auto mechanics, but I know I have those types of tools with me as well. But okay, so Diane's saying we used to go to the drive-in. Yeah, I think this is all with you, and I feel like he's here, and I feel like he brings his energy really close. I feel like to say that you're very sensitive and maybe emotional, so I feel like he recognizes that. He shows me this big image of a horse, I want to say as well. So I don't know if anybody kept horses or maybe played the ponies, but I definitely get the feeling of that as well. And I feel like it comes in as a metaphor also to say that um that you're getting back on your horse. So that's about courage and faith, I want to say, and having more faith, I want to say also as well. And and I don't know if you can take the date April the 16th or right around that, but 4 and 16 comes up in my mind also as well. And I feel like with him and with that energy, either him or somebody that he's with would have served in World War II, I want to say, probably in the Navy because I'm seeing the boats, but I do feel like there's a reference to that as well. And I'm holding my chest because I feel like eventually we died of breathing issues, but I feel like there was more going on and it kind of ended up being that way, not necessarily started that way, but I feel like he's fine. He's in your dreams a lot as well, and he's talking about you journaling or writing, I want to say as well. And I don't know if you ever do things like you write things but then stick pictures on them or photos on them, or if you've been just doing something with the photo album, but I feel like he's trying to show me that also. And if you understand that, that's just his way of saying I'm with you, I am here, and I love you basically as well. And always helping him, always working on cars. Okay, that and had projects to do. I'm very sensitive and rode horses when I was young. So yeah, that's definitely you. That's he's definitely very aware and definitely letting you know that he's with you and sending you a lot of love. And we're all going through a hard time. But you may have some more specific things. Again, there's also that 4 and then 16 that comes up, but also the number 43 popped up in my mind, which could be like an age. I think he was older than that when he passed, but it could be an age. It could be your sports uniform. But I'm supposed to mention the number 43 as well too. And he was a Navy man in Korea. Okay. Thank you. Had a heart attack and complications. Okay. You're most welcome. Lots of love from Dad. And all right. So I'm gonna try to do one or two more before I shut down for the night and actually enjoy some downtime. This is Dog Day, and I'll be interested to see if anybody actually takes this. But I feel like they show me the image of a dog that had a little dog cart, and I feel like somebody made this little dog cart for the dog. So it's almost like a wagon that a dog could fit in. And it said, I mean, I'm seeing this, and I mean, it's coming from somewhere, but that's like so unusual and specific. I'll be really happy if somebody can take this. The dog wouldn't have been that big because the dog cart wouldn't have been that big. Now, with the dog, there's a lady. I think that there's the name Anne or middle name Anne, but I think there's the name Anne. There's a woman who was on the heavy side, I have to say, and diabetic. I want to bring that up also as well. The number 3 comes up, so there may be a reference to March. I almost feel like she'd be one of 3 sisters. I almost feel like, or had 3 children. I think that's more of a reference to family than the month, I want to say as well. I feel like this woman can be a lot of fun, I want to say as well. I just got she may have actually passed from something like a head aneurysm or a stroke. And I just got a sudden feeling in my head with that, I want to say as well. But in any event, I definitely feel like this woman is trying to get my attention and say hi. I feel like she could be strong and forceful, but she's nice as well. And I do get this image of like an orchestra in my mind all of a sudden. And I don't know if this pertained to somebody that either played an instrument that's more orchestral, I want to say. I'm kind of keying in on the horns, I want to say. Um, so that might have been somebody in her family. I feel like this is a person that's very nostalgic. I'm just saying name like Anne. It may be Andrea or Andy, and I do feel like there's a reference to Florida with this. Um, Something like a sound with the word home in it. I don't know if there's a place like Home, Florida, or Homestead or something like that. But I think that this is sort of connected to that energy as well. Um, and this may be a paternal grandmother or a great aunt. And I feel like father would have passed also. I wonder if this is still Diane actually with her dad. If so, she says hello as well and then does not want to be ignored. Um, my mom was fun, strong, and nice. Mom orchestra at her anniversary party. My name is Anne. I'm going to Florida. So I think your mom is trying to say hello. And again, I'm still looking for the person that has the dog card. No? Okay. Anyways, that might somehow fit in a weird way with you, Anne, but for some reason I'm seeing that as well. Mom is Anne, and all three daughters have Anne in their name. Oh, okay, yeah. That's definitely you. So hi from mom, and yeah, again, I like her energy. I don't know if you can identify somebody that was a little bit overweight and had some of the ailments that come with that, specifically diabetes or something that would have affected the whole body. I want to say would have made the heart weak. I want to say also. But I definitely feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge that. That could be mom or it could be somebody she's with, but this would definitely be in this family, I want to say as well. And she's talking about like an old lamp where the stem is almost like a figurine of something. I don't know if it's like a woman's image or a goddess or mermaid or something like that. But I feel like she's referencing a lamp that's more like I don't know. I don't know if this is pewter or bronze, but in any event, and then saying the word sun. So I feel like her son might have that, or your son, but the word son comes up. Either that or somebody in the family lost their son. And if so, I may be starting to switch. I like it when I can get the younger people also as well. But in any event, I'm going to open my eyes now and say, I do have that lamp next to my bed. Thank you. Well, she's aware of that. That's why she's showing me the lamp, just to let you know. And my brother had his dog in the back of his cycle in a milk crate. That's that sounds right to me. And we were just with you a minute ago. So in any event, it's a love from that as well. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to try to do one more before I close up shop for the day, for the evening. So wherever I'm going, there's a name like Brendan, Brandon, Brenda. There's a name like that. I do feel like I have a male figure who's younger that's with me, I want to say as well. Down this week. Oh, my dad played in an orchestra and lived in Florida. Yeah, this may also be for you, Sharon. The spirits tend to group together, so that happens sometimes, and I really feel a strong pull in your energy, and maybe you're the one that understands. The person with diabetes. No, I think that was back with the other contact. But anyway, lots of love to you, and and let's your grandmother Anna. If she's the one with the head, right? I don't know if she was a little heavier and had diabetes also, but um, Britain, yeah, that sounds right. So Shelley, I don't know if that would be like a son or nephew to you, or somebody's son, but I really want to go with somebody younger. There may have been something about like either drugs or medications in the body connected to that. Um, um, and just say, quickly answer Kelly. They don't get as frustrated as I do. I'll put it to you that way. Grandson. Okay, yeah. So grandson, son. Okay, so I definitely feel like he's here. Now I don't know if he had more of an impact kind of a passing, and if he was like young, like really young, but if so, I may be confusing a couple different people, but I'm gonna just see if there's any feedback on that to see where I'm going with that. Could you mention grandson? I'm seeing a boy actually, and I feel like I'm with somebody who's at least a teenager, if not like in his 20s. I want to say as well. And I think, that might be him, especially if the name lines up and if you can identify that there may have been a little bit of substance use, or sometimes I'll get that if they're on a lot of medication at the time of their passing as well. But I do feel like he'd be with a grandmother figure. So I don't know if he has a grandmother that passed also. Obviously it's not you, um, but for some reason that pops up in my mind as well. And I don't know if he's trying to say actually if he was school age. For some reason I want to go to the number 17 also as well. Uh, I feel they are the same person. Okay. Oh, 7, not 17. Okay. Oh, 7 years ago. Okay. And he was 24. Yeah, that's the right age range. And it's the number 7, not 17. He's trying to show me. Oh, but that's Christina. That's not Shelley. Years ago from drugs. But I think this is your son's way of coming through. So hi from Danny as well. And and yeah, and I'll see if I can bounce back to Shelly. But as soon as I see you there, I feel like I'm really drawn into your energy as well. And 24 is the right age. I was thinking early 20s. I have a feeling when Shelly chimed in that the other person tried to come in as well. And I'm not sure if in this energy, I know it's not Danny, but if somebody either had like pancreatic cancer or why I'd be feeling that part of my body, like right below my left rib cage, I'm getting that sensation. I feel like with the younger man that comes in that I like music, so I don't know if he played anything or sang, but I know that I like to do that. I know I want to say hi to my friends and reach out to them as well. I do know he's saying that you're very brave, and that you're either really starting to stretch yourself in a good way, or start to do new things or try new things. And I feel like that you're there to help other people. So I don't know if you counsel or coach people at all. And I feel like there's something about stopping smoking. So I don't know if you or somebody really close in proximity has stopped smoking, is trying to quit, but stop smoking. Those words came in really loud and clear. And I feel like he's talking about you being very honest. And I feel like he's with you, and a lot of love as well. And what else? So, I get the image of holding a baby. That's why you can't see what I'm doing, but my hands are like this as well. And I don't know if you have like a grandchild, or if there's a young child that he's referencing, or if somebody has a baby, but I feel like he's trying to show me that. I'm seeing if Christine takes all of this, his I can't even read what you're saying. Um, they are, but in any event, I feel like he wants to bring a lot of love to you and a lot of energy to you, and say that he's okay. And I feel like he's come through before, so I don't know if we work together, if you work with other mediums. I feel like he's come through before, and that he's with you a lot as well. And then it gets something with babies also. His stepbro needs to stop smoking. Danny left me a grandson. That's what he's trying to show you. Yes. And the grandson would have been little enough to hold like this, I want to say as well. So that's just his way of saying that he's aware of that, and thank you for taking care of the baby, and that I'm with you as well. And lots of love. And yeah, tell his brother, he said stop smoking now. um as well. And I don't get to see. Oh, okay, maybe that's why he's bringing him up, but still he's aware that you had the connection with him as well. I don't know if his mom has him, or another female guardian, but I feel like saying, yeah, with a woman, I want to say also. All right, anything else, Danny? Well, the word peace comes in, so he just wants to let you know that he's at peace. Um, he's showing me walking somewhere where there's boardwalks. I don't know if that's Atlantic City or Long Beach, or Fire Island, but somewhere when in the boardwalks, I want to say as well. But showing himself little too, in that as well. And I think he's just trying to bring up one of many fond memories, I want to say also as well. All right. Anything else? So I said he saw needs to saw sorry. Then he wasn't around, so but I did, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um well, I mean, there's no doubt that he's aware of that situation, and I wish I could say that will change anytime soon, but I feel like he's saying it's pretty difficult to change that at this time, and it's not your fault or anything to do with you, but I feel like he's saying, with the son's mom, he would have plenty to say about her and situations that went on in that relationship, but I'd have to say that for something that's not public, I'll put it to you that way. But I definitely feel like he's aware. And I don't know if there's a cousin that he's close to, but the word cousin popped up in my mind as well. And that can, to me, that feels like somebody that you may get to see. I think a male cousin, but I'm not 100% sure of that. That's us way too. Yeah, he did. I know. It's Danny for sure. Yeah, I know that it's him. He's he has a very innocent, very endearing, beautiful quality about him. And the main thing is, for all the people that have lost relatives, especially young relatives, nobody dies, and they live on as energy and as consciousness, but not as physical form. So as mediums, we pick up on that vibration and energy, and when we make that link and blend, that's when we get the messages that way. So, cause your cousin died a few months ago. Then maybe that's why I'm hearing cousin, because sometimes that happens. They try to yell at me to say that I am okay as well. I don't know with that if there's a male figure that was handy or like to fix things or do projects. But for some reason, I'm getting that image in my mind. If this is a male cousin and he did that, he's trying to show me that he's here also, and that he's with your son as well. Um, Nothing but insulting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has plenty to say about her, but I can't do this in public. I really can't. Um, but I think just by that tone, you understand that he's aware of what went on. I just feel like he's saying, please let it go, and you have every right to be angry because her energy affects his energy and whatever. But I feel like he's saying for your health and well-being, you need to let it go. Then he's planning in my mind, you already have. So it's more of a matter of degrees. You've already let any anger or wanting to tear her hair out. You've let that go already. So that's good. I feel like he's very proud of you for doing that. That's not an easy thing to do, because I feel like there's underlying circumstances around his passing that she's somehow somewhat involved in. I'll just put it to you that way as well. Yeah, I know you have, because he corrected me. He said, you're wrong. She's already done that. So your son is very aware of what's going on and what's happening. So I'm going to get going here. And thanks for the people that hung in there. I apologize. I got off to a bit of a slow start today. I'm just making a note to self. Don't do this on Sundays anymore, because Sundays are my Saturdays. And I think it took a few minutes to get the energy flowing. I'll put it that way. And that happens when we're tired. All right. But anyways, thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Susan, for and everybody else that came in for both events. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And everybody have a beautiful and wonderful day. And again, the Medium channel is a community. I'm just so grateful to Spirit that firstly I got the message to do this channel, that I'm able to do videos and to help share the gift of Spirit to so many people. And the channel keeps growing. So more and more people are finding us. And the idea is that we want to make a difference, or we want to attract a lot of awakened or soon to awaken people have a place to go to share things, like-minded community, to share experiences. I had my awakening in 1979. I had no one to go to, and within years I felt like I was losing my marbles, and I got into drugs basically. So maybe it's my own experience that I want to be there for other people that are in their awakening process. They can understand what's happening and not feel so alone, I want to say as well. But that's what this awakening is about. It's community. It's about joining and understanding that we're all individuals, but we're part of a collective. We're part of a oneness. So we try to provide a very safe and powerful and loving environment here. So that's my pitch. If you know anybody that may benefit, please share the videos. Please share the word with everybody. And thank you, Janice. Thank you, everybody that hung out. So I'll figure out when I'm going to do my Beltane, my May one. I originally was thinking May 2nd, but that's a Sunday. I'm not going to do, I should do May 3rd. That's my mom's birthday. Bing, it just popped in my mind. May 3rd is going to be the next one. And my mom is, of course, on the other side as well. All right. Take care of everybody. I love you and thank you. And we'll see you at the next one. Be well. Oh, this Thursday, I'm doing a video on how I healed myself from lifelong chronic severe eczema that was so bad. Janice and a few other people that have known me know exactly how bad that was. Like not sleeping for weeks and literally tearing my skin, scratching it. It's so much. But I healed it. I used a formula to heal, and I'm going to share that in my video that's being uploaded onto YouTube this Thursday. So that's what I have coming up for you for the next video. And the last video it was about presence and a presence exercise that I developed. So if you didn't see that one, being present is the single most important thing to being spiritual, because when we're present, we automatically align to spirit. So presence or mindfulness is the foundation of all spiritual practice, including mediumship. So that's what I have for my recent video and the one that's coming up. Thank you, everybody. Love you all, and see you at the next time.